Welcome everybody, I am Chef Charlene Badman and this is the very first one of our Chef in the Gardens virtual tours that we're doing for the 2021-2022 school year. Today we're excited to present the Tepary bean. We're going to talk with Shannon, Reina, and she is the food service manager at Salt River Schools. And this lady knows everything about a Tepary bean. She serves these wonderful beans in the school lunch program. So the first Tepary bean we're going to talk about is the brown Tepary bean. And this Tepary bean is the one that you're going to be cooking. The second one, this Tepary bean, is the white Tepary bean, and you're going to find 5 or 6 of those seeds in with your planting kit, and you're going to plant these Tepary beans. And then the last one is the black Tepary bean, and we're just going to talk about them because we have these 3 different kinds, and they all just have sort of different characters.
First of all, this is the brown, we call it in autumn, is Soam. The white is Bavĉi. The black bean we call Bavĉi. So the brown, growing up, we ate it kind of plain. We cooked it and we ate it as it is. You see how the dry beans, and then compared to the cooked beans, how plump the cooked beans are. The white we ate in a lot of stews, either with soup bones or with ham. And we always ate that with warm bread that we cooked over the fire. And this one recently, the way I've had it is we made it into brownies. It adds a really rich flavor. It's just a really hearty bean. It's like the base of the brownie. All the Tepary beans hold up really well with when you cook them. They don't get mushy or fall apart. They keep their shape.
That's what I think I love about them so much, is that the Tepary bean does hold up. It's a bean that grows here in Arizona and really sees the struggle of our summers, and then just hangs on there. Hangs on from the time it goes into the ground and then to the time it's in the pot and then it's on your plate. What is really important is the length of time that you cook these beans for.
It takes a lot longer to cook than a regular bean, like your pinto or lima beans. It takes up to 6 hours, and a crock pot is a really good way to do that. You can just add your water, turn them on, and let them cook overnight, and they do really well.
And that's just on a low setting?
Yeah.
Okay, and so, I mean, that's awesome. You can literally just put them on, fill the water pretty much to the top?
Yeah, you just cover the bean a little and then add water as you need it, but they don't need a lot of water, so you don't want to add too much water or you'll have too much juice.
And I think it's really brilliant. This is a great idea. I know in my restaurant, I'm cooking them on the stove, but I'm able to take that heat out of there, and our kitchens are really hot. I'm sure your kitchen at home is hot. I think it's a great idea. Put them in a crock pot, turn it on. You're keeping that heat right inside that container rather than heating up your entire house. Super smart idea to use something like a crock pot at home.
Here's the Soam bowl, all ready for you to eat.
Shannon, this bowl looks amazing, and I can't wait to jump in, but I have a couple of questions. First of all, I have a little tiny restaurant. I cook for 80 people. How many kids are you making this for?
We do up to 300 to 800 meals a day, so.
Wow, that is just amazing. I'm in awe. Secondly, the big question is, like, I always, when I'm putting together a dish, I have a little history behind it. What's the history of why this dish came together?
Well, the reason we created this dish, it was with my sister and I. We had the Ironman triathletes who run through the Salt River community. And one year, they were coming to visit our high school, and our food service team was asked to create a special dish for all the visitors. I called my sister, who also happens to be a triathlete. And I asked her, what do Ironmen eat? What would be good for them? And she mentioned they like high carbohydrate meal. So we decided that it would be a good idea to include the Tepary bean in a dish. And so we came up with the Tepary bean bowl, or the Soam bowl. And so it just kind of came together that way. And we made it, we created it, we added it to the menu for our special guests that day, and everybody loved it, especially the students. So that's why we kept it. We started using it on our regular menu, and the students and our guests always love this dish.
Okay, this is the kit that you're going to get. You're going to have these beautiful Tepary beans. This is a half a pound. This is what the recipe is going to call for. And you're going to have this educational sheet, and this sheet is going to have Shannon's recipe. It has everything you need as far as the beans, and we're going to also include the rice, and we're going to include exactly what you need. This has already been weighed out. This has been weighed out. It's all scaled, ready to go, and the instructions to cook the rice are in there as well. And then you're going to have your potting material, which Mr. Pickle is going to talk to you about.
Hi, I'm Mr. Pickle. Today I'm going to show you how to plant the Tepary beans that you got in your kit. So you got a bag of soil. We're going to put the soil in this plastic container, and you can probably put the whole thing in here. You just need to leave a little bit of room at the top so the water doesn't overflow when you water. So I would put one in the very middle, just push it down about 1/2 inch, and then put these other ones on the corners and just push those in as well. Keep this watered after you plant it, keep it wet. I would recommend that you put it outside. You can put it in the sunshine part day and then maybe shade afterwards. Here's what they look like when they're going to come up. Also, if you don't want to put it in here and you've got a raised garden, go ahead and plant these in your raised garden. Good luck.
Yeah, and that brothy situation you had in there, I'm definitely putting that together. Thank you so much for watching. This is again the very first Chef in the Garden 21-22, and we're super excited that you were able to enjoy us watching it, and the Tepary bean is for yours to enjoy.
I'm Shannon, Reina, and I hope you enjoyed our little lesson on the Tepary bean, and I hope you try it. You're really going to like it.
I'm Chef Charlene Badman. Thanks for watching.